my colleague, our colleague from Arizona, Mr. Flake.
I thank the chairman for yielding, and thank him for holding this hearing. This, in combination with the hearing that was held on rendition, has brought to light some very troubling things. I would add to what the gentleman from New York said about this being savage. It also seems to be systematic. This is not a one-time occurrence that could be written off as a mistake, and so I find it very troubling and want to join my colleagues here in offering an apology as well. Let me ask Mr. Kurnaz, when you said that you had no idea that the German government had been working for your release. At how long do you know now that the German government was working with our government to secure your release?
Yeah. Excuse me, my client didn't really understand the question. Wasn't the question how long the negotiations between Germany and the U.S. took place for the release?
Yes. Was that a period of months? Was that over a couple of years?
Yeah,
how long did that take?
It started in January 2006 with the visit of Chancellor Merkel at President Bush in Washington, and it ended in August 24 in 2006.
Was that, those are obviously the high-level negotiations. Were lower-level negotiations going on for a period before that?
After the top level in January, the negotiations took place on all different levels up to August 2006.
Okay. Thank you. I just thought it was important what the gentleman from New York, the line of questioning with regard to just prior to your release, that there was an attempt made again to exact some kind of confession. How had this happened on a number of occasions? Was this typical of the interrogation where they tried at the end to get you to confess? How many times would you say that this occurred, similar to the last time?
I don't know how many times it's happened, but it was very often, and I really don't know how many times, but it was very often during those 5 years. It started in Kandahar, and until my release, I just tried it every time again.
You mentioned the bucket of water that your head was submersed in. Was that a one-time occurrence or a number of times?
With the water treatment happened just once.
Right. And you mentioned being suspended upside down. Or, I'm sorry, by your arms, I guess. Was that a one-time occurrence or many times?
It was once for 5 days.
Over a period of time for 5 days, your arms were shackled.
Yes, I did hang on chains for 5 days. Just when the doctor came to check if I'm still okay or if I can survive or not, then they pulled me back down, and if they said okay, they pulled me back up.
All right. I thank the chairman.